was really due to the culture we had built over the years. It was because of that culture of trust we had done. Precisely because of that culture of trust. And like I said, what is culture? Culture's of behaviors, right? So culture's gonna just happen, right? And so before it happens, which is what typically happens in most organizations, culture's happening right now. So instead of letting culture happen to us, let's put processes in place and be explicit to create the culture you want to have in your organization. And it starts with being explicit. The first tool, the first place you start with being explicit is defining a purpose. This is really cool. This is where I said I'm going to give you tools, right, to walk away with. So purpose is why we're here. Not what we do. This is why. This is the existence, why our company exists, actually. Why our company exists. This is really rich stuff. It's not mission. It's not vision. For me, those are different. Mission is a place you're going to go to someday, right? You're going to get to. We have mission teams, right? You have a mission to take the hill, right? That's mission. And there's some good mission statements out there, I believe, that are just like purpose. But purpose is present tense, here and now. Why we do what we do. So go ahead, you can read our purpose here to create the next experience. And you notice there's nothing in there about pizza, right? Because pizza's the what, not the why. And this is what our team gets together behind because it's a shared expectation of what we created. Purpose is an expansion. Actually, for me, what I realized is that purpose actually is the passion. This is an extension of my passion. Comes out as purpose. Present tense, here and now. What we did was we went off-site. Now, I didn't start out with our purpose. We actually created our purpose when I decided that I wanted to build more restaurants and grow my company. We took a team of people from our restaurants. I actually hired a consultant to help me do this. Rudy Mick, actually, was his name. And he helped us define our purpose. And we took a team of people from the restaurant and myself. We went off-site and we said, what is it that's going on at Nick's? How are we different? And we defined our purpose. And we brought it back to the team. And then we did the same thing with our values. That's how we created our values. It wasn't, yeah, I was there. I had a big part of it. But it was a slice team of a cook, a manager, a server, right? We all got together and we said, what is it at Nick's? What do we believe in? What are our core beliefs? And notice the language. Here's some examples. This isn't all our values, but it's some examples. The language is present tense, here and now. By doing that, it's not something we're going to strive to someday. By making these specific language, creating the expectation of excellence here, we actually make our values action standards, something that we will perform to here and now in the moment. So there's no wiggle room of something we're going to do someday, right? It's awesome. It really is. One of our values actually is, here's another example of what happened with the email. Why the email? One of our values is that we honor the connections between our team, our guests, and our community. So instead, here's how we have that value come alive, right? Most companies have an advertising budget, right? All of you have advertising budgets. Many, right, when you're building a business. In the restaurant industry, it's typically 3 or 4%. So for us, we said no advertising budget, $0 in our advertising budget. We're going to have a marketing budget instead where we're going to give back to our community 5% of our net sales.